Each year for the past 27 years, the National Golden Spur Award has recognized the lifetime achievements of those individuals who have made outstanding contributions to the ranching and livestock industry. The only national distinction of its kind, this unique award is a joint recognition by some of the industry's leading organizations. Tonight, we celebrate that continuing tradition and honor another rare and devoted individual. The 27th recipient of the Golden Spur Award is Donald Butler, Director of Agriculture for the state of Arizona. Don has more than 50 years of experience in the industry, proving his skills as a cattleman, communicator, and leader. His agribusiness background includes banking and finance, cattle feeding, national and international trade, and promotion. Don was born in Illinois, but at the age of 5, his family moved to California, where his parents grew lemons and avocados commercially. It was here that Don got his first taste of the agriculture business, and he never looked back. His commitment to education began in high school, and after a 3-year stint in the United States Air Corps, continued when Don went on to earn his BS degree in animal husbandry from the University of Arizona. His ongoing commitment to public service started early as well, when he became the UA Student Body President and a member of Alpha Zeta fraternity. Don's long business career began in banking when he gained a familiarity with the financial side of the cattle business. In his early years, Don handled livestock loans, appraisals, documentation, and evaluation of livestock credits. In the 70s, Don became involved with and eventually came to own the Coronado Cattle Company in Tucson, Arizona. At Coronado, Don managed and directed cattle feeding operations for investors, professional feeders, and corporations in more than 22 commercial feed yards in 9 states. He continues to own the company today. Don is passionate about his work and about his public service, which can be summed up in his philosophy of paying rent for the space you occupy. In his decades of ongoing public service, Don has certainly paid a lot of rent. In 1977, he became a director of the United States Meat Export Federation and accepted the position of chairman in '83 and '84. In that capacity, he worked on the opening of the Japanese markets. His successful involvement in foreign business affairs brought him the MEF's Distinguished Service Award.
Don was one of the founders of the U.S. Meat Export Federation. He was here at the very, very beginning, and if you go back at that point in time, we weren't doing anything in international markets, and he saw things that would benefit the industry.
Since that time, Japan has bought millions and millions of dollars worth of beef and is our number one importer of U.S. beef. So that is very, very unique, and Don's one of the few people that would have had the ability to carry that off.
A longtime member of the National Cattlemen's Association, Don accepted a leadership position in 1984, ultimately serving as president in '86.
Don's most significant accomplishment was his leadership of the NCA through the dairy buyout. He prevented a split in the association and a split in the industry. It was a very difficult challenge for him, but he did it very well.
Don was also chairman of the National Cattlemen's Foundation for a number of years.
He started the Young Cattlemen's trip that they take each year, and he was the instigator and the vision for needing that. He thought this would be a good way to get the young cattlemen interested in the association, and they'd work harder, and it was a great way to groom young people to come up in the organization.
Don was appointed to the National Public Lands Advisory Council by the Secretary of the Interior and served a term as chairman. Later appointed by President Ronald Reagan to the President's Advisory Committee for Trade Policy and Negotiations, he was reappointed by President George H. Bush. In 1988, Don became president of LA-based Shasta Foods International, a Japanese-American wholly integrated meat export company based in California. Another presidency followed in '93 when Don took the helm of AgriLink Corporation, a company that promoted international agribusiness focusing on Arizona's trade relationship with Mexico. In his tenure, he provided financial advice and services on transactions between Mexico and the U.S. under the North American Free Trade Agreement.
You recognize that he had a vision for the cattle industry that involved an open and free trade policy between the U.S. and Canada and Mexico.
His vision, as I see it, has been to provide them with the leadership to show them the good things that the industry needs to do and get better at, and then also working with all of the different levels of people involved with that.
From the ranchers, cattle feeders, the packers, some of the foreign interests that were involved, he's very unique in his ability to be able to bring these people together and reach a consensus for the good of the industry.
Don again answered the call to service when he served as chairman of the Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco's 12th District Advisory Council and was awarded their citation for distinguished service. He also was appointed to the board of directors for the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. In fact, Don has been chairman, director, board member, or president of numerous organizations. His willingness to give freely of his time and expertise to a variety of concerns has not gone unnoticed.
When he's been the chief officer of each of these trade associations, he's accomplished a great deal. He can see what needs to be done and the long-term solution to it.
Don has traveled thousands of miles, attended thousands of meetings to speak for the cattlemen, and he's done it well.
As committed as Don is to the industry, he would be the first to say that his family is his highest priority. Don and his wife Palmer, better known as Blue, are the proud parents of 3 boys and 3 girls.
If I could list one thing that in my mind is absolute top priority for my father and something that he's absolutely passionate about, it is his family. My brothers and sisters that are with us tonight all feel the same way.
Well, I've got a great family, and I'm extremely proud. I wouldn't be where I am today if it had not been for that family. Certainly for Blue, my dear wife of a number of years. And we have 6 children. We get together once a year in California, and the last time there were 25 of us there, so that was grandkids, children. They've been a great support. Couldn't have done anything without them.
Yes, Don has been a lot of places, accomplished a lot of things, and made a lot of friends along the way.
You can go to anybody and say Don Butler, and their face just lights up and goes, oh yeah.
He's Mr. Personality.
His support and commitment to his friends is just superb.
He wrote letters, he remembered people's birthdays, he sent things to the spouses of these people, he sent gifts. And so Don, as a really an ambassador for the U.S. beef industry, and in my opinion, there was none ever like him.
He's always there when you want him and when you need him, and I would characterize him as being very unique in that friendship carries on.
When you say Don Butler to me, I instantly visualize that warm smile and the love for his family that he has.
There have been good times. I mean, you just have. I mean, the people that I've met have been extremely great people. I mean, literally, people I've worked with. I mean, in meat export, I think the opportunities I had to go to the Oval Office and meet with the president when I was on the advisory committee, tremendous experiences. Those are kind you never forget.
One of the unique aspects of his responsibility that he imposed himself was the establishment of a relationship with the staff.
From the mailroom on up, Don would take the time to go and visit the departments when he came to town, just to say hello. All of the staff just loved him, and I'm sure that he knew all of the staff by name. He respected their abilities and trusted their judgment.
You know, getting to know people that's part of the fun of it, I think. And I think that I know at NCA, when I came in as president, and I said, you know, that my doors open and their doors were open, and we went around and we chatted so that we were a one-on-one relationship.
What I respect most is that he's a person that's been on bottom, been on top, and is the same at both places. And he never changed as a person. From the very beginning, he demonstrated that ability to work with people, whether on the ranch, in the universities, or in the White House. Every single thing that he's done through all of those various levels have left great positive impacts for this industry.
Don's commitment runs full circle, from his roots in agriculture to his dedicated service to the beef industry to his love for his family. Bringing more than 50 years of agriculture business development and almost as many years of public service, Don Butler sets a standard of excellence, commitment, and dedication to the ranching and livestock industry.
There are only a very few people that have worked as long and as hard in as many different areas as Don Butler.
I don't know of anyone that has worked more tirelessly and harder for the betterment of the beef industry than Don Butler. And certainly that is what the Golden Spur Award is all about.
It is said that a true friend is one who helps you do your best. Don has not only done his best with his work and with his family, but by his leadership, he has helped us to do our best as well. Thank you, Don, from all of your friends.